It's the rare road game for the New York Giants on their home field as they square off against their MetLife Stadium co-tenants, the New York Jets. I'll see you again in halftime. But for now, let's get it up to East Rutherford. Standing by are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to fit.
That is correct. It's the New York Jets against the New York Giants. The battle for New York here in Sack to the Future, 1971. Also the battle for who can save their season. As the Jets are 4-4, the Giants are 3-4-1. If either team loses, they are at least on life support, if not completely eliminated. It's too early to say eliminated, so we'll say the loser goes on to life support. Even more so if the Giants lose. Bob Davis, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions, just over 500 yards, and he's right at 50%. So the Jets had a good start, but then Joe Namath went out. And the team has kind of fallen apart without Namath in there at quarterback. They also had injuries to running backs Boozer and Riggins. Riggins has been back for a couple weeks. Boozer just came back this week. So Boozer, Snell, and Riggins all available. So the Jets are getting healthier, but they still have a quarterback problem with Namath sidelined. It means more to the Giants, though, I guess, because the Jets falling to 4-5. The Dolphins, the first place team, is only 5-3. So they could lose this game and still only be a game out of first. Whereas if the Giants lose, they're already 3.5 behind the Cowboys, and they've lost both games to the Cowboys, so they're pretty much like 4 games behind the Cowboys. Another loss could put them 5 out with 6 to go. So the Giants pretty much eliminated with the loss. Jets go on to life support with the loss. But of course, bragging rights. Who is the best team in New York? Here's the Jets offensive line. Sviss, Rasmussen, Schmidt, Herman, and Winston Hill. Don Maynard and Rich Castor, Pete Lammons, the catchers. And then you have, of course, Riggins and Boozer shown there, but Matt Snell, the third running back. Matt Snell was in on the block that time as Riggins went out into the pass pattern and made the catch. Giants defense, Reed, Lakes, Kanicki, and Dreyer. Hack in the middle, Files, and John Douglas. You got Scott Eaton and Spider Lockhart. The safeties, Otto Brown and Willie Williams are the corners. There's a pitch out to Emerson Boozer, fresh off of his injury, and he gets 3 yards. Spider Lockhart on the tackle. The Jets will settle for a field goal. Decided to run the ball on 3rd and 6. Did not get the first down, but the kicker comes up and blasts it through the uprights. That was a powerful kick. That was one of those ones that would have gone in from over 50, which are rare in 71. But the Jets take the lead, 3-0. And now the Giants get their chance to prove to the New York fans that they are better than or equal to or, of course, worse than the Jets. Brandon Tarkenton, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, over 1,600 yards. Of course, he has been the starter the entire season for the Giants.
Ready? 10 logos.
We got 4.
Get it.
1st and 10, handoff to Tucker Frederickson. Gets a block, goes across the 40, across midfield. Huge gain by Frederickson, 31 yards on the first play from scrimmage. So the Jets deliver 3 points, but then the Giants hit it with a big play on 1st down. Now a play action pass. Tarkenton's going to scramble, run for it. Makes a move there, gets caught from behind though at the 40-yard line. Here's the Giants offensive line now. You got Young, Highland, Larson, Van Horn, and Charlie Harper. Rich Houston, Don Herman, the wide receivers, Tucker Frederickson, and Rocky Thompson, the running backs. And then, of course, big Bob Tucker as the tight end. 2nd 5, Tark, handoff. Morrison gets a yard or two. Here's the Jets defense. Lineup, Philbin, Elliott, Hinton, and Lomas. You got Baker and Grantham on the outside. Al Atkinson, the middle linebacker. Grantham, longtime star. Wise and Hicks, the safeties. Thomas and Dockery, the corners. Not an exceptionally strong secondary. Grantham, the biggest name on the Jets defense. Tarkenton's good to scramble. He slides to avoid the hit and may have come up short. He comes up inches short by sliding. That's one of those ones you go head first, you get the first down, but you could take a big hit. It's a fake punt. The Giants fake punt launches it deep downfield. Intercepted, but that's actually as good as a punt. So the punter decides to go with the throw instead of the kick. But because the Jets secondary man decides this is my chance to get an interception, Wise goes up, makes the interception, which in turn is basically a 32-yard punt with no return. So had they punted and the punter would have got it out of bounds at the 8, we would say it was a fantastic punt. So that punter throwing the interception is actually a fantastic play for the Giants. It's weird to say, but it's true. Davis, back pass. Steps up, he's got a clean pocket. He fires downfield. Oh, wait a minute. It was intercepted. I thought for sure the ball hit the ground. We're going to see a replay. Castor was open. Davis hit him in the hands, and he dropped the ball. And then we thought it was a harmless drop. Let's take a look. Wide open. Boom. Right off of his hands. Oh, my goodness. Castor is the offensive player. Look at... Oh, there's no way. There's no way that's a catch. If they don't overturn this, the Giants are just going to steal. Okay, there we go. So Castor drops a very easy catch, and then Williams almost makes a world-class circus catch. But, of course, you see the ball hit the ground. That's not a catch. What an effort by Williams. He sold it by popping up. But, indeed, they get the... Hold on. They get it wrong. They say he caught the ball. Oh, my goodness. The fans are going to have a field day with that when they see that later. As the Giants get the ball on an incomplete pass at the 30-yard line. What a call made by the refs there. And then the fact that we have the technology to show instant replay here. And they still got that wrong. Very insane. All right, so the Giants get a first down. They're inside the red zone now. A gift. Do they make it a 7-point gift or a 3-point gift? Tarkenton fires to Tarker. 15. Puts his head down to the 11-yard line. Close to the 10. Second and 1. Tarkenton hands off to Frederickson. There's a hole for a first down. First and goal for your New York Football Giants. Battle for New York underway. Refs playing a part in favor of the Giants. Tarkenton, his arm hit his own offensive lineman coming forward and just kind of squirted out, and it was a little bit dangerous because it took a while to hit the ground. But the ref's not awarding anyone that interception. Tark now at second and goal. He's going to tuck it and run. He only gets a couple. Again, avoiding the hits today. Tarkenton not in the mood to get his head knocked off here in the first quarter. See if that changes as the game goes on. False start makes it a lot harder for the Giants. Tarkenton fires, completes to Tucker, but tackled immediately. And the Giants only get the gift of a lifetime down to the 7-yard line, which means if field goal opportunity. Kick is up and good. So the Jets basically hand the Giants a tie game. But the Jets defense does good to keep it a tie only. Snell on the kickoff return. All right, here we go. Jets trying to recover from that horrific call that the refs made last series. Handed off to Boozer, nothing there. Giants knew they were going to run on that play. Davis turns, hands off to the fullback Snell, and he is dropped immediately. First carry for Snell. So two predictable runs go nowhere. Now 3rd and 9. Davis is going to have to throw again. Comes up firing deep and overshoots his receiver this time. Hits him in the hands, and it turns into a interestingly called interception. So this time he just overshoots him to make sure nobody can touch it. And the Jets will have to punt. Someone's got to win this game. If the Jets win, with all of the problems that they've had at the quarterback position since Namath has gone out, they will still be at 5-4 and technically threatening to get into a 3-way tie for first if the Dolphins were to lose this week. So it's a matter of which division you play in and how good your division leader is. The Jets in a better position than the Giants standings-wise. But the Giants, of course, have their quarterback, Tarkinen. They are missing their running back, Ron Johnson, however. So the Jets get healthy behind the quarterback, just waiting for Namath to come back. The Giants still waiting to get healthy in general. Hand off to Tucker Fredrickson. He's dropped.
That's it, baby. Four down, check. Four down.
Play extra pass, 3rd and 10. Tarkenton's going to tuck it and run again. This time he does take a hit, unable to get down in time. Takes a hit, but it's only from a defensive back. Those don't hurt too bad usually. 4th and 5. Giants have to punt. High punt causes the fair catch. And the Jets will start at their own 39-yard line. Tie game, 3-3. Battle of New York. Who is the best team in New York? Davis fires deep downfield. Just overthrown. Going for the big play. Davis will fake it and go downfield again. Ow. And this was just out of the reach of his receiver. Almost looked like the receiver didn't make as good of an effort as he could have on that one. Davis throws short. That's not going to accomplish anything except for break the incompletion streak, I guess. Lamons with the catch. Gain of only 1 yard. Jets punt again. Punt is too strong, goes into the end zone. The Giants will take over at their own 20. Giants 1 day short of rest because they played on Monday night against the Cowboys. Actually played the Cowboys well for 3 quarters and just kind of ran out of gas, or their bend finally turned to a break in the 4th, and the Cowboys threw some points on there, as they are accustomed to do, to make the score look more lopsided than the game was. And then Tarkinen fires directly to the Jets defensive back as he overshot his receiver, and the Jets guy was waiting for it. It's holding against the offensive guard, so that is not going to reverse the interception. Turnover number 2 for the Giants. The first one didn't hurt him at all. This one is definitely going to hurt as the Jets start at the 29. Davis fires Tries to throw it right back to the Giants, but that ball is dropped by the Giants linebacker. I believe that was Files out there dropping the ball. Davis back to pass again. He turns, he throws to the right this time. He completes. Hits Castor in the hands, and Castor holds on this time. First down, Jets. So, according to the Sack to the Future schedule, this Battle of New York will happen every 4 years unless somehow they played each other in the Super Bowl. So we won't see this again until 1975. Basically bragging rights for 4 years on the line. Davis on 3rd and 5, waiting, still waiting, and then finally runs out of time. Lakes comes in and gets the sack. The former 49ers still getting it done. The Jets will attempt another field goal. Each team has made one so far. This kick is blocked. The Giants block the field goal. There's a race for the ball. The Jets get to the ball first. And that was important because that stops any sort of run back, limits the damage. But the Giants survive the 3 points and keep it tied at 3. Play action pass, Fran Tarkenton firing, looking deep, way downfield, and the receiver turns into the defender there and knocks it away. Fran Tarkenton a little bit careless with the ball today. He's been pretty careless this entire season. That was odd. Fredrickson almost came up with that ball as it bounced around, and had he come up with it, it probably would have been a touchdown as the Jets on that side of the field were on the ground. There's a short completion to Morrison. He's going to have to power his way through 3 Jets, and that's too hard for most people. Morrison does get 8, but not 10, and the Giants will punt again. Both these teams from New York, both these teams punting the ball a lot. Of course, the Jets in their green tops and white bottoms. The Giants in all white. So clearly easy to tell the difference color-wise, but play-wise, not so much. Davis will fake it to Riggins. The line gives him time, but the secondary of the Giants was so good that Dreyer still is able to get a sack on that play. Fred Dreyer getting close to double-digit sacks here in his rookie season, having a good campaign. 3rd and 20. They just give it to Riggins, who breaks a tackle and gets a gain of about 5. Fran Tarkenton throws incomplete. Targeted a couple incompletions, 3rd and 10. Big sets on both sides of the ball, like everybody knows it's a run, but then Fredrickson goes in motion. There is no one left to hand off to. There's also no one playing Fredrickson. Wide open, he hits him and makes one man miss, makes another person, breaks another tackle. So no one went out to cover Fredrickson. It was a very easy pitch and catch for the first 5 yards, but then Fredrickson had to do some work to get the rest of the first down, and he did right here. Nice move. And then right at the first down marker, spins off of it just to make sure. There's no way the refs could call it. Now the first down. And now they'll hand off to Fredrickson. And he spins off of a tackle again. So Fredrickson using the his body to spin off of contacts and gain another yard or two every time they hit him. Targetan throws that one a little bit too close to the sidelines and incomplete. 3rd and 7. Fran Targetan fires downfield. He completes to Houston up to the 20-yard line. Halfway through the second quarter, we're all tied up at 3. Giants on the move. It's a big handoff to Rocky Thompson. Fights his way inside the 10, first down. First and goal for the Giants. Targetan throws underneath. Gain of a couple. Another handoff to Rocky Thompson. Gets it down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 4 coming up. Targetan drops back. He's going to spin out of it and run for the touchdown. Fran Targetan saw that side of the field opening up as another one of his receivers was crossing to the right, which would take the last defender out of the area. So he sees it right there, spins out. No one's over there once he gets past the line. Easy touchdown. Giants have run 30 plays of offense, and they finally get into the end zone. And the extra point is good. 10-play, 50-yard drive there. Took over 4 minutes off the clock. And the Giants lead the Jets in this Battle of New York. Out come the New York Jets. 5.5 to go. Hand off to Riggins. Huge hole up to the 39-yard line. That's just his 4th carry, but he's now up to 31 yards. The rookie, John Riggins. Davis throws to Riggins, so back-to-back play to Riggins. He gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's a handoff to Emerson Boozer. Boozer gets it across midfield. Two tight end set, 3 guys behind Davis. Davis fakes it to Higgins and fires downfield looking for his tight end. And he dropped it. Another good throw by Davis that's just simply dropped by the Jets receiving corps, including their tight ends. Hand off to Riggins, and he slams forward for a couple. Giants started throwing 19-yard line down 10-3, or up 10-3. Pitch out to Fredrickson, but knifing through and making the tackle well behind the line is Lomas. Giants will snap it before the 2-minute warning. Hand off to Morrison this time. He gets across the 20. And that is the 2-minute warning. Jets will have a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 6 coming up. Targeted is going to run for the first down, and he gets it. Takes a hit, but does get the first down. Tark fires, completes to Herman up near midfield now. Giants still have not called their first time out. So plenty of time here for the Giants to use the middle of the field. Tarkinen uses the middle of the field again, but Herman gets popped. Separated his shoulder, possibly, the way he got hit there. Definitely separated him from the ball at the very least. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Tarkinen throws out to the side, thinking it's an easy pitch to get out of bounds, but waiting was the corner of the Jets, who tackles him inbounds, and the Giants have to call a timeout on just a 1-yard gain. Tarkinen gets rid of it with the blitz coming, but not much yardage there, and he goes out of bounds. So the Giants will go ahead and play it safe and punt here, unless they're going another fake punt. It is a real punt, and it's out in the end zone for a touchback. Much like yesterday, this first half's taking too long. We'll see if I have to cut my audio out short. Davis stands there all day, fires across the middle, completes. Timeout Jets. Jets have one more timeout remaining, 40 seconds to go. Davis, good protection. Throws too far in front of the receiver. The Giant linebacker able to get one hand on the ball, but not two.
Ready to break.
Davis back to pass again. Fires down the middle, and it is picked off. Leaping interception by Williams. Jumps in front of the receiver. Gets his 2nd interception of the game. Each team has turned it over twice. Williams actually caught this one, though. The other one, the refs just awarded him an interception. Tarkinen's going to run. Let's see if he takes a big hit for no reason. He does take a pretty good-sized hit. The Giants call timeout, so now they're thinking about getting points on this drive, and they better after letting their quarterback take a hit like that. Tark will fire, complete to Herman. Herman, without a separated shoulder, just simply stunned for a play or two. And the Giants call a timeout and will give themselves a 43-yard field goal attempt. And he will bring it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is still 2 seconds actually on the clock. So the Jets will kneel. So the Giants score right before the half and now get the ball to start the second half. So things looking good for the New York Giants in this game with their crosstown rival Jets. Giants pretty even, pretty balanced. 19 plays on the ground, 21 through the air. about 100 yards. Both Fredrickson breaks a couple tackles, or no, that's Houston breaks a couple tackles, and the Jets' failure to tackle him. All of a sudden, when the second guy bounced off of him, the Jets kind of stopped as if they thought that was going to be the tackle. Look at this. First guy he comes up. For some reason, the Jets kind of stopped moving, especially number 27. Everyone but 43 pretty much stopped, and then Houston just outran number 43, who was the only one that kind of seemed his momentum going towards Houston, but he wasn't fast enough to catch him. So a touchdown for the Giants to start the second half, and this game is turning into a blowout, which nobody saw coming. Figured neither one of these teams were good enough to blow out the other team, honestly. Outside the turnovers, of course, when you have two teams likely not to make the playoffs, part of the reason could be turnovers. So if one of those teams decides not to turn it over, you could have a 4-0 game in turnovers, and that could make it a blowout. But we're actually dead even in turnovers, 2 apiece. But the score is not even at all. Can the Jets answer here, or are they going to just let the Giants take the champions of New York title? And if the Boozer, he gets a first down. Pitch out to Riggins, and he's tackled in the backfield. Nice play by Dreyer.
That's it, baby. That's it. Go set. 50, plant. Even. Fourth down. Even. Hit it.
Riggins, handoff at second, 16, and gets nowhere. So a 3rd and 16 coming up.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Davis back to pass. Davis fires deep downfield, and that ball is dropped. So I'll tell you what, Davis is not the player Namath is. That is obvious, but the Jets are not helping him either. That's second time he's hit him right in the hands for big plays. At least first down plays. That one could have been really big had Maynard just made the catch. So it's one thing to realize that you lost your quarterback, but the Jets, rather than picking up their game to help Davis, they're actually playing worse around him, making it an even bigger loss that Namath is not in there. Grant Tarkenton takes up running again. And does get the first down. He was able to get the first down before getting hit. The Giants are getting close to 300 yards of offense. So last week against the Cowboys, although the Cowboys stretched it out at the end and turned it into like a 17-point game, it really was close for more than 3 quarters. The Giants, especially in the second and third quarter, showed some ability to get really good sustained touchdown drives. And, there was just something about it. It seemed impressive to do that against the great Dallas defense. Went over 300 yards. But now they are, against an easier opponent in the New York Jets. Their offense is really clicking. So maybe the Giants are putting it together here late in the season. A win here gets the Giants back to 4-4-1. So it might not be too late. Oh, Houston, after that big touchdown reception, now gets hurt on that tackle. Maybe a little bit of a revenge tackle. Some violence there from the Jets. Tarkenton fires downfield. He goes up, and see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Tarkenton throws a 50-50 ball, and Herman goes up and grabs it. Davis has put the ball on the money a few times. Not even 50-50, just an NFL receiver should definitely make the catch, and Castor and Maynard have been dropping them. 20-3 Giants. Here's a handoff to Morrison. Giants were balanced for a good part of the game, but then got a little bit Fran Tarkenton happy. So finally a call back to the running game there on second down. Third down, they also run it. And can he turn upfield? He does in time to get the first down. Rocky Thompson's 4th carry of the day.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Down. 60 outlaw. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Oh, a quick throw by Tarkenton to Herman, who actually loses yards. Tarkenton, 19 of 28, 218 yards so far. Herman has 6 catches for 69 yards. Took a shot earlier, but has come back after taking just a couple plays off. Hand off to Fredrickson. He gets smashed. Pops right back up. 3rd and 11. Well, if the Jets have any chance of staying in or even making this game interesting, they got to stop the Giants here. Tarkenton fires incomplete. So they do force the field goal, which will keep it a 3-score game. At least gives the threat of, this being a competitive game if the Jets are to score a touchdown on their next possession. Oh, McLean is holding his leg. Looks like he's going to leave with injury. Look at total yards, 346 to 107. So it is definitely been a dominating performance by the Giants so far. Boozer has to make Brown miss in the backfield. The Jets have been calling run blitzes from their secondary men at the absolute correct times and have been catching the Giants behind the line quite a few times. There they still ended up losing a yard, even though he did a good job to not lose 4. Davis fires that time inaccurately. So, again, part of it's on Davis, too. He is not the most accurate quarterback, but his numbers even worse because of getting no help from his receivers. And there you see that was just well covered by the Giants, so actually a smart decision by Davis to get rid of it out of bounds. And they'll punt again. Eventually you're going to have to force those, though. It's still the smart decision here in the 3rd quarter. If we enter the 4th quarter at the same score, then you just have to throw it up, and if it's picked off, it's picked off. So Fran Tarkenton hand off to Fredrickson. Let's see if the Giants are into, it's a little bit early, but since they've kept the Jets to doing almost nothing on offense, they may feel like it's not too early to start working on that clock. Another handoff to Fredrickson. He waits for the late hole to develop and gets enough for the first down.
70 Indy.
2 yards on the play. First down, Giants.
Another handoff. Rocky Thompson. So the Giants definitely going ball control mode here, trying to put the Jets away. Relatively easy win for the Giants so far, unless something crazy happens in the 4th. Tarkenton will throw on this one and overshoot his receiver, and it's intercepted. It's another reason why you might want to keep it on the ground. Atkinson just kind of playing short center field, and the ball comes right to him. The Giants have actually turned it over more than the Jets. It's just the Jets can't do anything with the ball. Play action pass. Davis is going to throw it into the ground. 9 of 27. Again, multiple drops. Perhaps the worst, one of the worst games you've seen by the collection of receivers here in 71 Sack to the Future. And off to Riggins. He's got 40 yards on 9 carries. It's not too bad. Not great, not bad. Solid. Davis, 3rd and 5. Line gives him time. He fires deep downfield, one-on-one ball. Who wants it? And Maynard makes a great catch that time. So there's the heart that we need from the receivers. But it looks like the refs are saying it was out of bounds. If you missed it earlier, the refs absolutely hosed the Jets earlier, giving the Giants an interception when he did not catch it. Well, did he have control? It looks like he does a great job getting his feet back down. Williams. Can't tell who has the ball. So they go with the safe route and say incomplete. What are the Jets doing? A 58-yard field goal in 1971. Not even close.
Let's go.
Outfield. Well, he must have said he could make it, but that's a little bit too much confidence in yourself. There's no way. All right, so Giants definitely going to work on the clock now with just over a minute to go in the third. And the Jets proving they can't do anything on offense. Rand Tarkinen will throw here on second down, though. Trying to give the Jets every opportunity to get back into this game. Oh, come on, guys. It's going to be not caught. They actually let it bounce, and the Giants down at the 12-yard line.
Set. 60 or 55 to Mike. Rip right. Now. Check. Set. 10 Lobo.
So the quarter comes to an end. Jets have only put 113 yards of offense up here in 3 quarters. Davis trying to change that around. Going to have to probably double that number in 1 quarter to have a chance. He gets rid of that ball before getting sacked. The Jets passing offense actually number 6 in the league coming into today, but only 53 yards today. Namath put a lot of yards up early before he got hurt. They were a top-tier passing offense until Namath went down. Davis has had a hard time with the interceptions, but he has had some games where he's put up some decent yardage. Not today, though. Today, interceptions without the yards. Just his worst game so far. And the Jets, Rocky Thompson able to bust through a couple tackles. 14 minutes to go. Giants should be on all out. Ball control offense now. And off to Fredrickson. His 10th carry of the game, 43 yards.
70
Another handoff to Fredrickson. He gets stood up and slammed to the ground. 3rd and 5. Another handoff to Fredrickson. So 3 handoffs to Fredrickson. Not really concerned about getting first downs, just making sure that they take a couple minutes off the clock. Oh, they should probably just punt and make the Jets go further. It's a 3-score game whether he makes it or not, and there's a good chance he won't make it from 55. Yep. Gogolak may have had enough leg on that one, though. It was close. I mean, it was off to the right, so you couldn't really tell. It would have been close if it was straight on. It was going to be either just short, maybe just under the crossbar, or banging the crossbar. But I guess if anything, they just figure in this blowout game where it doesn't matter, check one more time to see how strong of a leg he does have for future considerations. I'll tell you what, the Jets might be thinking about going to Woodall here. I don't know. I mean, Davis has started the last few games, but so you don't necessarily want to go to someone new, but like I said before, the receivers weren't really trying very hard for him. He's been pretty erratic. There's a nice throw on the money, and this time the catch is made. So every once in a while he makes decent throws, but the offense is just not moving. They've stayed with him the whole game, though, which probably indicates that they're not ready to go to Woodall yet, and they're going to keep him in there until Namath comes back. But 10 of 34 doesn't look good. We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Of course, he can make the coach's decision easier if he could get, well, either way. I was going to say if he can get a couple touchdown drives going. However, if he does that kind of stuff, or he continues to throw interceptions, that could make the choice easy also. Fredrickson, again, the Jets know it's going to him. The Giants don't care. It might hurt his average a little bit, but he just gets the ball, puts two hands on it. He knows his only job is don't fumble. Could care less if you get a yard or not. Let's just end this game by winding the clock down. What? Maybe a little bit too hard. It bounced right off the shoulder of the running back. And then even though the Jets linebacker had slipped, this is weird. So it actually hit him in the head. And the defender was already slipping. So if Rocky, look, he trips on on Morrison's foot. If Thompson makes the catch, because he's down, he can avoid that tackle easily and get a big play. But instead, it bounces off of his shoulder pad and goes right into the Jets defender's hands, who's already on the ground. So that was very odd looking. And there, Davis fires a nice pass to Maynard. So Davis has 3 interceptions. Can he get a couple touchdowns late to kind of offset that and remain the starting quarterback for the Jets? Let's see. Any more interceptions? And I think you're going to see a quarterback change. Handoff, nice blocking there. Boozer, first game back from injury, running hard down to the 5-yard line. Easing him in there, 7 carries, 33 yards. Although they've been down most of the game, so they just haven't carried the ball as much as possible. I think Riggins only has 8 or 9 carries, so it's not really that they're easing Boozer back in. They just haven't had time to run the ball, really. Inside of 8 minutes to go in the game now, 23-3. Jets need a touchdown on this drive and then some miracles. Hand off to Snell, who kind of runs slow at the beginning and then speeds it up, gets down to the 2, playing change of pace with the Giants defenders. It almost worked. 3rd and goal from the 2. Definitely 4-down territory. Hand off to Boozer. He fights and gets into the end zone. Boozer, been hurt for over a month, has pretty fresh legs, and you kind of see him run through tackles there. Too much power. They definitely waited till he was a full 100% before putting him back in there. And now he's 100% and rested, which gives him a good leg drive late in the season. So that's 1. It wasn't Davis with a passing touchdown, but he did, he was the quarterback for the drive that got a touchdown. So the Jets still have their timeouts. They'll definitely get the ball probably 2 more times. They would need touchdowns on both of those to steal this game. But even 1 more scoring drive might be enough to keep Davis as the starting quarterback. Brant Tarkinen is going to actually throw, and he gets hit behind the line and sacked. That's okay as far as clock goes, but, I mean, just run the ball. Targeting now feeling like he's got to throw because it's 2nd and 18. Fires underneath, completes, and gets most of the yards right there. So that was a great play by Tarkinen to make up for that sack, hitting Kotite for a gain of 17. And now it's a 3rd and 1, and they have a realistic chance of extending this drive. He comes up firing, but nice read by the Jets corner there. Tackles him immediately. So that's not any worse than 3 runs as far as the clock's concerned. But they do fail to get the first down. So the Jets will get the ball back about 5 minutes to go, down by 2 scores. Punter just puts it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Jets need 80 yards here, preferably before the 2-minute warning. So if they can score even right at the 2-minute warning but save all their timeouts, then they'll have a much better chance than if it leaks into past the 2-minute warning. Of course, any non-touchdown, whether it's a turnover on downs or an interception or anything like that, and this game's over. We're getting very close to the point. I just have to end the broadcast here. I think I have about 8 more minutes, so we'll see if it takes more than 8 minutes to do the final 4 here. Davis throws that one away. Didn't like what he saw, but now that makes it 4th and 10. So this is the play. He's got to force it or buy time or whatever. Can't throw it away here on 4th down. This is their only chance. And he fires downfield, and it's incomplete, so that does it.
Here we go.
Giants can start celebrating if they're smart. If they come out with 3 runs, this game's over. If they throw, there's a chance the Jets get back into it. Let's see. Tarkenton's going to run. I'm not sure why they're using their quarterback to get hit. It is taking the clock down, but it's not the person you want taking these hits.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Play action pass. The Giants refuse to make it easy. And incomplete. That's a free timeout for the Jets. I don't understand why the Giants refuse to just take the win. They would rather make it interesting if the game will end in time or not than to just take the win. Tarkenton does get enough yards there to attempt a field goal, so that keeps the clock moving, and if he makes this, it's a full 16-point lead, which is still technically just a 2-score game. Gogolak puts that through. Okay. So the Jets are pretty much done outside of like a kickoff return for a touchdown, because that would make things interesting. Powers it all the way into the end zone, too far back to bring it out. So the Jets need a miracle play. You see the Giants safeties about 15 yards off line of scrimmage, playing way back. Because again, it's they're only, if they score before the 2-minute warning, they have a chance. If they score after 2-minute warning, they have much less of a chance. So the Giants basically, if they make Davis complete 4 or more passes to get in the end zone, that should be enough to do it. Just can't give up the one-play bomb. Davis fires another incompletion, 12 of 44. 44 attempts is a lot here in 71, but 12 of 44 is a horrible stat line. 4th and 10, Davis launching it up there, double team, he has to force it. Maynard actually helps his quarterback breaking up the interception there, but it doesn't matter. Giants win. Now the Giants just need to hurry up and get this thing over with. Handoff. Fredrickson. Close to the first down. 2nd and inches. 2-minute warning. Okay, let's go. Hand it off. Pick up the first down. Kneel the ball. Let's get this thing over with. Giants. First quarter was 3-3. Then after that, it was all Giants all the time. Jets couldn't do a thing on offense. The Giants pretty much total control of the game. Jets are calling timeouts just to be annoying. Hand off to Morrison. He's going to make him pay. The Jets call timeout, and the Giants decide they're going to run it right down their throat instead of kneeling it. So that is kind of funny. Jets calling timeouts for no reason at all. Giants decide, all right, I'll take this and shove it. 33-10. Giants blowing out the Jets here in the Battle of New York. And that is enough of a blowout to last 4 years. They won't play again until 75 unless, again, they meet in this Back to the Future Super Bowl, which is unlikely. I mean, it's unlikely even if they were both great teams, but they're not great teams, so it's extremely unlikely. It is Davis still, so they have not gone to Woodall. Davis has a chance to hit the 50 attempt mark if he can get a first down. Attempt number 47. And that was jarred loose. Okay, let's go. I've got about a minute and a half left. Davis launching it. Incomplete. All right. You would hope if this is incomplete and the Giants, okay, they are going to just punt. So you would hope since they're punting, I assume they're not going to call timeout on defense. So we should have 3 kneels, and I can save the game. If the Giants come out throwing like idiots or the Jets call timeout, then I may have to turn off the audio. So thank you for watching. It was not a close game, but it's only the second game here of Week 10. We still have the Bills and Browns, which would be a good game. I don't think we've seen the Browns yet on Sack to the Future, and they are one of they're actually the game that started Sack to the Future back in 1960. They played in the very first game. And you've seen a lot of the Browns as they were the second team of the Terrors 89 channel. The second teams have kind of gone away, but it's exciting when they come back. So the Browns will be back to play the Bills. And then the other game is the big matchup of division winners, or division leaders. Obviously it's not over yet, but the Vikings and Cowboys, that should be a good one as well. Great defense against great offense. But the Cowboys have a better defense than the Vikings have offense, so I do think the Cowboys win that one. But it should be a good game either way. This one wasn't close. Giants eliminate the Jets easily. Over 400 yards of offense for the Giants. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and come back for more Sack to the Future 1971 as early as tonight.